Wagwan people, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'll be going over all of the map changes that will be happening in Season 6 of Apex Legends. Just before we get into the video, please remember to hit that subscribe button as we're on the way to 800 subscribers. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and let's jump right into it. All the changes that I will be going over in this video have been confirmed by EA, and I will have a link in the description where you can go to check out all the changes for yourself for this season. The article starts off by saying, "Hi, I'm Jason McCord, Design Director on Apex Legends. Apex Legends is entering its 6th season, and with that some brand new updates to sEdge. They had some specific goals in mind for sEdge when deciding what changes to make. Partly, a map update is developed to inject some newness into the game for the launch of a new season, new layouts to learn, new rotations to utilize, and new strategies to master. It also gives designers an opportunity to improve the overall flow and experience of playing the map while addressing any pain points we've heard from the community. With that in mind, our first step is identifying what we want to tackle for Season 6. The first one being more and improved play on the lava side of the map. Second being better options for rotations out of particularly sticky choke points. And lastly, an interesting new map mechanic to promote some new combat scenarios. Now there are going to be 5 major map updates, or 5 major new areas that will be on the map, and I'll be going over all of them, as well as some small tweaks and additions. The first new area on sEdge is going to be launch site. Hammond Industries continues to take over sEdge. They're up to something nefarious, I'm sure. The launch site can be found west of the dome in a previously unoccupied lava field. The giant rocket ship stands above the center of this new point of interest, and it can be seen towering over the mountains as far away as Refinery. This new dropper location has 4 large control rooms to hold and tons of loot. Many squads should feel comfortable landing here, spreading out and pushing across the raised catwalks and lava-filled terrain to be the last team standing. One of the most exciting aspects of launch site are the new rotation opportunities through this side of the map. A new passageway has been constructed through the cliffside heading to the east side of the tree. The path towards Sorting Factory now comes out on the porch of the launch site facility, with a commanding overlook of the south side of Sorting. Rotating out of the dome now has more options, as the launch site is right next door with a continued path to the tree. If you prefer to slide down the hill towards Sorting, a new geyser has been sprouted in the lower basin, allowing for a quick way to get up and over the ridge if the ring is breathing down your neck. The second place will be Countdown. Drill site has been replaced with Countdown, another large Hammond facility with a mysterious purpose. The design of this point of interest is an imposing fortress with a tall perimeter, complete with 3 giant blast walls that can be activated to raise and dynamically fortify the approach from Skyhook, lava fissure, and train. The large control rooms stand apart by a deep center pit. The pit can be opened to allow access to better loot, but this is a dangerous honeypot. Overlook on all sides, so make sure you have control of this area before going for it. Thirdly, staging will be a new place. Staging is a smaller point of interest, but lands in the nexus of a heavily traveled area in the center of the map. This new drop location replaces a small town that used to sit directly below the train tracks to the east of Harvester. It should now provide much more interesting fights as well as significantly more loot. Instead of a small town in the center of a low pit, the design pushes players to the raised edges of this area, utilizing 2 more raising walls to connect to the train tracks across the gap. Resting train cars provide more cover along the tracks, as well as high connections across the center to fight the control room. We also see departure of the nearby Mirage Voyage, as Mr. Witt has flown his personalized ship away from sEdge, for now at least. Next up is Rising Blast Walls. The Rising Blast Walls are a new map mechanic added to sEdge and can be found in launch site, countdown, and staging. Activating a panel will start the giant blast wall to rise, creating a defensible platform and permanently fortifying the position for whichever team was lucky enough to control it first. If you find yourself assaulting a wall that is being defended, there are always pathways through the bottom or around the position by a nearby path, and if you are a legend with verticality, you can always fly right over. And last but not least, Survey Camp Skyhook Cut Through. Heading east from Survey Camp will now lead you into a new pathway. directly through the cliffside, across the train tracks and into Skyhook. This new cut through has been great for rotating successfully out of Skyhook and should allow Survey Camp to be a little more viable as a drop location or a rotation option. The train tunnels are also packed with loot and cover in this area, so expect more options and resistance when playing this side of the map. Apart from these major map changes and new map mechanics, there are many small tweaks and additions. The train has been stopped. For Season 6, the train has been dismantled and scattered around the tracks of World's Edge. This single change helped us to achieve one of our goals of providing more rotational options through some particularly scary checkpoints. Nearly all tunnels that used to be clear for the train now have static train cars and other cover, as well as some small amounts of loot. In addition to the geyser north of the dome, a new one has also sprouted up south of Lava Fissure, making crossing the deep Sulphur River a bit easier. There are other small additions and changes to be found throughout the map, so keep a lookout. That pretty much wraps up all of the important changes that will be coming towards Edge for Season 6. As stated earlier, there are going to be other small changes around the map, but these are the major changes that you should keep an eye out for, and these will definitely have the most impact on your gameplay. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a like on the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.